Hey everyone, sorry it's been a while since we did a video. I've been kind of tied up as far as enjoying the RV life. Still trying to get used to getting everything done and try to share a little information with everybody. So we just wanted to catch up to speed and let y'all know that we're currently in North Carolina, but we just got out of Tennessee. And we did a few different areas. We went to Memphis. We were going to go to Graceland, but because of the price, we didn't see that the kids would really enjoy it. That we kind of skipped out on that and kind of did a little bit more on the history side of it. And so from there, we went to Nashville. Nashville's more of an older adult kind of drinking party, so we just did the two-tower bus tour. And that was really fun. The kids really enjoyed it. We got to sit on the top, so a lot of sunlight. Got to see the city from up top.
Yeah, the double-decker bus.
Yeah. Yep. So while we were there, we typically stay at parks within driving distance, normally about 45 minutes to an hour. That way we get a little scenic driving, and we're not stuck in all that city. So Memphis, we only were about 45 minutes from there. The park wasn't too bad. It is 1,000 trails. I'm not bashing on 1,000 trails, but the camp near that area was kind of run down. We had some power problems and such. So, but we did have a nice stay, and if y'all follow us on Facebook or Instagram, you could see that we got to see some geese fly in and deer, so that made up the efforts. And of course we were camping over by ourselves, so we didn't have to deal with all the weekenders coming in. While we were up close towards Nashville, we got to stay, I don't know if I'm going to pronounce it right, Natchez Trace. We do recommend that a place to go. It's 444 miles worth of highway that's maintained by the National Forest, and there's all kinds of wildlife. We constantly saw deer and turkey. There's all kinds of nature trails and a lot of history about the what was that explorer group, the Clarks?
The Lewis and Clark Trail.
Lewis and Clark Trail.
So Lewis's grave site is actually right there. You can go to it and
yep. And so
that.
We actually stayed at the Thousand Parks Trail, Thousand Parks there, and that's actually the Texas Trace, Thousand Parks, and everything was right within driving distance, and so we did a lot of trail driving. And
there's waterfalls and
waterfalls,
overlooks, and things that you can stop on this drive and see. And then it was kind of fall colors were changing, so that was something that you could experience.
Yep. And they also have a radio station, AM channel, that you could tune into, and it would tell you the history in that area.
Yep.
And so we got to learn a little bit about that, and we were actually passing them up when we were headed up to Nashville, so when we come back through, we'd stopped at a few of the other locations.
A lot of that area does not have cell phone signal, so if that's something that's a must-have for you when you're traveling, that's not an area that has it.
Yeah. One of the apps that we recommend is Campendian. Jane works remotely, and I do school online, and then of course doing the social media stuff, so we normally check it out to see what the cell phone reception is.
Yeah.
And so we kind of base it off that and some other options as far as review. But as far as the area, it was great. I totally recommend it, especially with kids, if you're teaching them anything about history. So we got to cover a lot about history, and then Davy Crockett.
Yep. Davy Crockett State Park is within a short drive from that area.
Yep.
So that was really fun, because you can go through it. They have a nice little waterfall area in the park, and a museum, and like exhibits and things you can just go do in there, and that's really good.
The museum was closed when we went through, but
one of the highlights for the kids, it was that area.
We definitely would think about going back just so we could go through the museum and stuff.
And then after after the Natchez Trace area, we went to Pigeon Forge,
Well,
which is about, what, 2.5, 3 hour drive.
we did a lot of hiking and then driving trails. So we went up into the Smoky Mountain National Forest. Of course, I got video of bears and stuff that I'll include in this, and then the elk. And
I think that's one of the only national forests that's free entry.
Yeah.
So,
and then, of course, if you want to check out the bears and stuff, that's at Cades Cove. It'll typically take you about at least a couple hours to drive through there, but it's definitely a hot spot to hit it up to see the wildlife.
there's a little creek area. There's creek areas all through there, but we found one that was good for the kids, and we spent
Nice swimming area.
like 4 hours just letting the kids in the water and swimming.
Yep, everybody got to relax, and the water is chilly, so just be prepared.
Met
But-
some nice people there.
Yep.
It was fun.
Really nice area. So,
From Pigeon, well, we did some things in Pigeon Forge, like in Pigeon Forge, and then that was like the Hatfield and McCoy dinner feud.
yep, that was a good one. We recommend it. It is all you can eat, unlike some of the other shows. It was like fried chicken, biscuits, gravy, and then you had corn and beans, and then brisket. The show was great. The kids got to being part of the show, so that really got the kids entertained with it. So,
To the island, that was fun. A
Yeah.
bunch of little shops in there, and a big merry-go-round, and kind of like an amusement area. And that's really hopping, so you usually have to take the tram, especially if it's busy. They have a parking area, and then you take a tram up to that area.
you know, and a lot of the parks in the area, they do get full, so you do want to call in advance and set up reservations if possible. A lot of them are Good Sam's, and then RPI has a few of them. But you're typically, a lot of the parks around there are roughly around the $50 range, or, well, we paid roughly about the 40s, but a lot of them are the upper 40s to 50 a night. So just kind of budget if you plan on going through that area, if you're on a tight budget. So. Yeah.
We're gonna have this argument behind us going.
Anyway. Anyway, if you like this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Definitely take the time to comment, tell us what you think. And so, but until next time, we'll get a couple more videos that I'm going to put together. It's kind of in the works, and we'll try to get better as far as posting videos.